Sorry guys, this is like the 5th take I've had to do. YouTube keeps messing up. So I'm going to try to keep it nice and short so that it doesn't mess up this time. So, light. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second. That is like going around the Earth 8.5 times in 1 second. That's really crazy. We send spaceships at 18,000 miles per hour. That is 1/37,200th the speed of light. That is like comparing an ant to the peregrine falcon, who in full speed, in flight, can travel at 200 miles per hour. Now, according to Einstein's theory of relativity, we could never reach the speed of light. I mean, because mass creates gravity, and gravity bends time. And speed, when you're at high speeds, you have this thing called kinetic energy. And the kinetic energy turns into mass when you get fast enough. So, according to the theory of relativity, when you get to the speed of light, you have an infinite mass. Such a high mass that you need an infinite energy to push it. But it is, what's the word? It is, I can't think of the word, so I'm just going to keep on talking. It's proportional, that's the word. It's proportional. So, if you have zero mass, you can travel at the speed of light really easily. All you need is the energy to get you that far. But even if you have the tiniest little mass at the speed of light, you have infinite mass because it's proportional. So, anyway, let's say, well, it's not worth our money to travel any faster or in space, because we use so much fuel lifting off, and then in space we need a lot more fuel. I mean, it's just not worth our time. But what if we did? What if we could accelerate farther? I mean, we couldn't get to the speed of light, not quite, but what if we could? What if we could get to the speed of light? What if we could figure out how to get that infinite energy needed to reach the speed of light? I mean, like, what would we experience? I mean, when time bends with gravity, right? When we reach the speed of light, which is supposedly infinite speed, would there be infinite time? We'd have an infinite mass, so does that mean there would be infinite time? What would we experience in that infinitesimal amount of time? Let me use a better example. Let's say, right now, we experience 5 seconds. To somebody going a lot faster than us, it could feel like 1 second. Because they've created more mass, which has created more gravity, which has created more time. So, to somebody going that much faster than us, going the speed of light, the amount of time to them would be infinitesimally small, which to us would feel like an infinite amount of time. The only way we could tell how long they've been around is when they run into something and it slows them down, that we can tell how far they've actually gone in that little amount of time. What would they experience? Would they literally just all of a sudden leap forward and be in that time? What if Einstein was wrong and we can go past the speed of light with more energy? If we did make the energy to go faster than the speed of light, what would happen? Would we go back in time? Because according to the ratio of speed bending time, if we pass the speed of light, which gives us infinite mass and infinite time, we would go beyond infinite time. and infinite gravity. We would be going backwards in time. We would turn into antimatter, is pretty much what I'm saying. We would have so much mass condensed into such small space, we would either turn into a black hole or turn into antimatter. Is just one possibility. We could also just pass the speed of light and start going back in time, but that brings up so many more questions. I mean, that brings up, like... Sorry, my phone went off again, hooray! Like it did in all of the other takes. Going back in time brings up so many more questions. If we slowed down, would there be two of you in the same galaxy? In the same universe? I mean, that's pretty crazy. Comment what you guys think. Thanks for watching.